Oh, sorry. Doe normaal. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Now, I'm going to talk about the number one biggest mistake of attraction of NoFap. Now, attraction is a great thing that comes a lot from NoFap, but we have a misunderstanding. Just because you become a lot more attractive with NoFap doesn't mean that you are going to be that magnet and that you can get all kinds of girls and that everybody is going to be perfect with you. Because, hear me out, there are a couple of things I'm going to talk about. First of all, the most important thing is whenever we're attractive, guys, make good use of it. How can I put this in a good way? It's like being rich. All the time you have been living off, let's say, crappy foods, let's say junk foods, unhealthy stuff, lots of garbage, milkshakes, name it. You became rich. However, your body isn't working that well anymore. And you want to do something about it. At the same time, you want to enjoy. So, you're going to adjust your diet, right? Because you have that money. Because dieting, and you want to eat all kinds of vitamins, all kinds of healthy stuff, will cost a bit of money. Don't get me wrong. It's not expensive and it's not cheap either. So, you're going to put more money in getting something that's better than what you used to eat. Now, the same thing with attraction. Because you're going to be a lot more attractive doesn't mean that you're just going to get a girl who is just not the right kind of woman to be it for nobody. Because there are a lot of guys who have the misunderstanding that any girl will just get any guy and she'll be eventually happy. Whenever you're not ready for a relationship, even though you may not even realize it, nobody is going to want to keep you. And what you need to do is think about the following thing. Is the woman that is attracted to me and I'm attracted to her going to be beneficial on long term for our relationship? See where I'm going? Our relationship. You're going to think about her and about yourself. However, a lot of us, friends, brothers, guys, they have been doing the wrong things. Now what I'm talking about here is that they, let's say, spend a lot of money on dates. They just got confidence and they think, like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get all kinds of dates. All kinds. Let me ask Samantha. Let me ask Kimberly. Let me ask Diane. Let me ask whoever. Okay. Now put the name Diane aside and all the other girls. And all those girls are giving you attention. You're happy with it. You'll be thinking like, wow, I'm just gonna make myself look fly and stuff. I'm gonna take her out on a fancy dinner. Then I'm gonna go to the hotel. She needs some money, she's gonna have it. Because I hope, with all the effort I'm putting, that I'm gonna inject her with some buttermilk tonight. And after, oh man, what the hell is wrong? Hold up. That's annoying. Turning off the sound. Good. Sometimes I forgot to turn off my phones. And in this moment, you think like, okay, you're gonna do those things, right? But eventually, you'll get nothing in return. And that's going to hurt you. Why? Because you didn't look good at who that person was. All you did was look at how she looked, how she appeared, how appealing she was, how the world was thinking of you when you were walking with her. You weren't thinking of how she could make you happy, the effort she needed to put in the date herself. Because think about it, when we think about dates, the first thing everybody thinks is it revolves around the man. Well, anyone who thinks like that need to learn that it's not that case. Why? Dates revolve around two people. Because who are you dating? You're not dating a ghost, are you? You're dating another person. And that other person has to put equal effort. Just because everybody says that it's manly to pay for a date and whatnot, doesn't mean that you need to do that. It means you need to reconsider and think if, are they not abusing me? How are they not using that as a cover? So they can play around with guys, so they can use the money from him, eat whatever they want, play with whoever they want, and then eventually leave you for somebody else who's going to ditch them afterwards anyway, because that's the kind of person you attract, because that's what they are themselves, right? So what I want you to do is reconsider first. What do I need? Let's say, what are the requirements for a female to be dating with me? I want a woman to put equal effort, right? Whenever you're paying something, she has to do it herself. There is no such thing that a man needs to pay for everything. There's only been said by girls who are extremely selfish, want your money, want to abuse you, and walk away. Because a woman who is interested in you will also grab out her wallet and pay for you. There are a lot of girls who will be thinking like, you know what? Let me see if I get some money. 6,000, 7,000, 9 million bucks. Really? Right. Joking, guys. And then she's going to pay whatever you want for you because she likes you. Any girl who is greedy won't pay anything. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some girls who don't pay because they can't afford anything. But they have something to compensate, something else. I'm not talking about the bedroom, because there's a lot of girls thinking like, you know what, if he is going to pay for everything, well, I might consider that he can do those deeds tonight. That's not a payment, because if that's the case, or let's say an equal treatment, that would mean that you're a prostitute, that he's going to pay for all the things and he's going to get the bedroom action as a reward. That's not how it works. How it works is, whatever he does for you, just give it back in a similar way. If he's taking you out to a fancy restaurant, but you're able to afford a nice cooking and you're professional at cooking, oh, make him drool. Make him drool over your cookings, because that's something you do out of appreciation. That's something that you show, you know what, I may not be able to afford a fancy restaurant, but I'm able to afford to make you drool and desire more of my cookings. Whenever he takes you out for some, let's say, dessert, right? He took you out to some places where you get some delicious dessert. You ate this kind of stuff, that kind of stuff, some vegan milkshake or whatsoever. And by the end of the day, you think you're like, you know what? I can't afford this, but I do got some fruits. I got some almond milk, or maybe some coconut milk. I'm gonna blend that, gonna add in some stuff, make it so delicious, and sit at home, give him the stuff, get him some sweet stuff and some fruit along with it, and make him enjoy the food he never ate and tasted before, which is delicious. That's the kind of girl you want. Of course, if she is able to afford, she has to do so. But if she can't, she needs to be putting effort in you. And that's what you need to do with attraction. Now, the second part of what I want to talk about is whenever we think of attraction, we see this as, let's say, I'm going to be talking about a multiplier. And a multiplier is something that is coming from attraction, that is coming from NoFap. Now, NoFap in itself is a multiplier. The attraction we have, let's say, maybe even smaller. So some girls will be noticing you after you start up. However, does a multiplier mean that whenever you do NoFap, you're going to be a magnet towards everybody and then you have to do absolutely nothing for yourself? Not even create a nice beard and, you know, wow, man, get a lot of hair. And not doing anything with your hair whatsoever, not comb it and put some wax or some gel on it, some animal friendly stuff. Of course you need to do that. Fix yourself. Because think about this, you ever saw Dragon Ball Z, right? Now, when we ever heard of Super Saiyan, we heard that the Super Saiyan is multiplied by 50, right? And Super Saiyan 2 was by 100, and Super Saiyan 3 was by, let's say, 200 or 300. So on and so forth, which means the base power level is going to be multiplied by 50. Now, put that with your attraction. Fix yourself. Improve yourself. And let the NoFap multiply the attraction by much more. And then you're going to realize that the attraction is all in your hands. You don't need to wait for a miracle to happen. You need to put work in yourself, because attraction is something you're going to work for it. Whenever you become a bit more attractive, doesn't mean that, oh, is this it? No, it means you're going to work towards more. You can increase attraction. You have the power to make yourself look phenomenal, that every girl is going to drool over you. And combine that with what I said in the beginning, looking for a girl who puts equal effort in you. Combine that with a personality which is just beyond imagination, self-reflection, loyalty, whatnot. Hey man, oh man, you got a wife there. You won't get tired of her. You won't get enough of her. And those are the girls that will never, ever, ever make me think of leaving her. Because I'm not gonna stay with a selfish woman, but I'm gonna stay with a selfless woman who thinks about my feelings next to her own feelings. My feelings and her feelings are her priority. Just like her feelings and my feelings are my priority. That's it. That's all. Have any questions? Please ask them. I'll be more than happy to reply that to you. Now, in a moment, I'll be making another video of the Happy New Year, and after that, tomorrow I'm gonna be start making more videos and drag this whole channel to self-development. But that's something I'm gonna be talking about in my next video. So that's it for today. Hope you liked my video. Make sure you like and share my video. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notifications. And as for always, doe normaal.